looks real good on paper. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And getting his first start in the National Football League, it is their rookie out of Colorado.
Such an incredible amount of promise in this man and a lot of signs of hope. Since he went near the top of the draft this spring, we knew he was always going to get the start in his first career game. And this is the first step to beginning a new era for this franchise. And also that chip on his shoulder to prove that he should have been the #1 pick.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of the offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Heads out on the bootleg. It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third down from the gun. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Jones reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. The Snowhawks take a 6-0 lead right away. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So first down from the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Snowhawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. The touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second down pass play coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Going to keep this one and go. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
A gain of a yard. Toronto.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To throw here on first down. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff on 2nd and short. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Gets it to his fullback. And he drives this forward to the 6. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Toronto first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Toronto. The SHawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The
kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the SHawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the SHawks will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
This offense making its way back out now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action. Cut out left. And he's tackled for a short gain. Route set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Looking in the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd and 19.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. Begins his return at the 16. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense getting all set for this series. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
First and 10 at the 36.
First down, play action. Brought in right side. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Loss of the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Running a screen now for Jones. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The Snowhawks getting ready to send this one flying. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you worry about have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Oh, he loses the football. And the defense recovers.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Back out runs their offense. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing out to the left, cuffed. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
To the air on 3rd and long. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The SHawks take a 20-zip lead. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. The SHawks stretch their lead to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. They'll work against the blitz. Jump off, caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
And go and play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the SHawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Now this offense getting set to work here. 1st down now, ball at the 33. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He's going to throw this one. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's under just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
He tries to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, It actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They're going to try to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10.
And he's got a free play here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Recovered by the defense. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
They'll run here on first down. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. More from Chicago right after this. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return. Far. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It is cut left side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
First down. First and 10.
Go play action on 1st down. Cut out left. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. They motion a receiver left. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Has a way out for it, but touchdown. These guys get their first points of this game just before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the backup. First throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A 49-yarder in front of him here. The vet in his 14th season, still knocking him through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Number 34.
Second down now. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Hits him on the in route. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pass play coming here. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They are throwing it again. That's incomplete on second down.
Rex, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's got the first and still going past the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hand off now from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Setting up to throw. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
Third and long for him here. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Their offense running back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And Nelson Rader just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
He's brought down at his own 1-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back-to-back carries here. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
At the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
First down. 2 yards on the play. And the Toronto first down.
Heads out on the bootleg. Connects on the crosser. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 22. And that gives him the first.
22 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
shotgun now on third down. He's got a man left. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Out of the gun and give to Jones. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Toronto first down. It's a gain of 6, and a Toronto first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give it to him again. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Running this one left. Well, that's not what the offense style is. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a new set of downs.
19-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He's going to throw it. He's going for it himself. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Snowhawks push their lead further to start the half.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space open. Afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
That one right down the middle. The Snowhawks making a 24-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. Jukes away from 1. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They took their shot on 4th and goal. Came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's going to be their ball as we start the 4th, but this game may already be too far out of reach. First down from the 42. He's dropping back to throw. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as you can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dropping back to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. They connect on the deep shot. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. All set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Running in the red zone. Escapes a defender. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
He keeps this one himself. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking an unnecessary shot.
Touchdown, Chicago. These guys putting up points in a game decided. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And he's got a man complete. Ooh, yikes. That 2-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. First down and run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Another carry for it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 17. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. the well again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Get a 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Toronto.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. Looks away from 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. First call here coming from the shotgun. The give now out of the shotgun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Throwing off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Snowhawks looking like they'll start this season with a win. 3rd down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on that one, and that gives him a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this isn't just anyone in Star for them. They picked up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Snowhawks are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.